If you don't know, I have an Instagram. That's at JVYCandelario. Links in the description. What's up guys, my name is mrjman, back for another historical YouTube video. And to be honest, this video is going to be crazy! So we're going to talk about Korea today. No, not that Korea, ancient Korea. Specifically this guy, Crown Prince Sado of Korea. So without further ado, here is the life of Prince Sado of Korea. So before we talk about Prince Sado, we need to establish first the Joseon dynasty. The Joseon dynasty was considered as one of the longest royal imperial dynasties in Korea, reigning from 1392 to 1910. During the dynasty's time period, it established numerous policies and languages that changed the landscape of the country, like the introduction of the country's writing system, Hangul, creation of a new higher class group called Yangban, and Sikal, which was dedicated to land reforms, promoting Korean culture, and rejecting the formalism and rituals of Neo-Confucianism. What makes the dynasty so unique is its monarchy, particularly the 18th century Korean prince named Sado, who was born in February 13, 1735 to a concubine fathered by King Hyeongjo. The young prince was timid and made many mistakes. Because of this, he was ridiculed and abused by his father, while his mother ignored him in order to obey the king's rules. When he was 8 years old, he met Hyeongjo and soon got married at a young age. Although they were children at the time and didn't have the maturity to fall in love, they managed to get along, and Hyeongjo's father provided the prince with loving care unlike his abusive father. A year after, in 1746, the prince became seriously ill, and this is where something has changed to his behavior. Not much to know about his illness or what type of behavior did he do, but according to some accounts is that after his recovery and moved to a new home with his wife near his father's palace, he started pursuing athletics and studied very seriously. However, the bad blood relationship between Sado and his father grew, forcing the young couple to move away from their new home. When the couple were in their teenage years, Hyeongjo gave birth to 2 children, where they lost their first child at the age of 2, while their second was born in 1752. It seems the couple have a bright future as king and queen of Korea. However, things turned to worse with Sado as he suffered from a measles attack, and his behavior became even more weirder, like he started believing that he could see gods in the sky. Seeing thunderstorms persuaded him to believe that it was the sign of punishment from his father, having a fear of the Taoist book Hok Chong Yong, so much so he rejected to touch everyday objects who had names of the characters on the book, and would take hours for him to pick what clothes he wanted to wear for the day. Wow, talk about fashion sense there. Despite his mental state, King Hyeongjo put his son into numerous official positions, including as the administrative regent, supervising and torturing the imprisoned officials, which aggravated his mental behavior. The son and father then had this competitive mindset where they had romantic affairs with multiple concubines, in which Sado had 2 sons while his father had 2 daughters. Jealousy became the driving force for King Hyeongjo towards the prince's 2 sons. So much so, he sent one of the brothers of the king's concubines to spy on his son, where he reported abnormal behaviors, and this culminated when the prince's mother passed away in 1757. And when he visited her tomb, his father angrily screamed at his son, who he believed was drunk, which prompted him to run away from the palace. This incidents of birates from the king would occur every single day in the palace, in which Sado started to beat up his own servants and eunuchs as a form of rage towards his father. In one instant, during his mother's burial, he beheaded a eunuch and displayed it right in front of the people who attended the burial, including his own wife, which according to her, it was the first time she ever saw a beheaded person. Not only that, he also began to force himself to female servants, court ladies, and any women around the palace, and physically abusing his wife. One report said that she almost lost an eye after he hit her with a chessboard, and even drank heavily, which was frowned upon in Korean society. Because of this, he was now seen as a huge threat not only to the servants of palace, but also to his family as well, and someone has to take action. On July 4th, 1762, after Sado threatened to kill a son of an official because of an altercation, and when he failed to find the child, rumors spread around the palace that the prince went to the upper floor to slay his father, and this led to the king's royal consort pleading to Hyeongjo to get rid of Sado. However, the king couldn't initiate to kill his own son due to the country's rules. If a royal member was executed by his fellow royal, the entirety of the royal family would be banished or will face execution. So what the king did, he stripped Sado's title of being the crown prince and ordered him to go inside the wooden rice box. He begged his father to spare him, however, he didn't take begging for an answer and was forced to put inside the box, put putting it on the upper floor of the palace, tied up, covered in grass, in a hot sunny day with no food and water. After 8 days trapped inside the box, Prince Sado was pronounced dead, while his servants were also put into execution as well. Sado was buried at Mount Bebusang in Hyangju. Following the death of Sado, his father banned any mention of his name during his reign until he passed away in 1776, and was succeeded by Sado's son, King Hyongjo. Upon ascending to the throne, he requested to move his father's body to Suwon in a place called Hyeolhyewon, which today is now called as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you like it, be sure to like, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, don't forget to watch my videos that are popping right now on the screen, and be sure to follow me on Instagram, that's at JVYCandelario. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, stay safe, bye.